This past Monday, June 12th, at the Select Board meeting, Town Manager Scott Whedon reported during his Town Manager report that PSU refused to pay more than the $400,000 for the Life Safety Service Agreement. The price for the agreement has remained the same for the past 6 years, spurring Zach Terrell, the Select Board Chair, and other members of the board to want to enter negotiations with PSU.
Next topic is a topic we've discussed a few times, and that's the Life Safety Services Agreement with Plymouth State University. I did meet with Tracy Claiborne on May 19th. I took back all of the messages that I received from the board in trying to facilitate a greater financial amount of money to come back to the town. And like I said, I did push back and did try to have that conversation, but they are standing their ground at the $400,000.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love it, to be frank. I think it's a pretty weak position from them to basically say, we've been 3 years at this price, we extended for 1 year, so we've been 4 years at this price, and we're going to go 2 more. So 6 years at a fixed cost. There's nothing in this world that's been a fixed price for 6 years.
I mean, the other position is if we don't agree with it, they don't make any contribution.
If they were to say that, we could say, okay, we want to remove the deputization of all of your officers on campus, and we will now charge you at a rate of our choosing for every single incident we respond to, and let them see how much that costs. We'll stop patrolling their student housing every night. Let that turn into a ghetto. My personal opinion, and I'm one voice on this board, is I'd fight.
Okay, you got 2 voices.
Right, I don't think anybody would disagree on this board.
400,000 is not what it was last year or the year before.
Mm-hmm. I mean, part of the problem is that you used to receive $750,000 and the town let that slide. And you used to receive $600,000 and the town let that slide. And then you negotiated $400,000. We certainly can set up a meeting with them and have them come into a meeting and have that conversation.
I mean, the impact if they pull out is going to be 80 cents on the tax rate.
So sometime this week, we'll set something up if we can.
We'll try.
Later on in the meeting, Vice Chair of the Select Board, Bill Bolton, talked about the disappointment and frustration the town has been experiencing with the Lakes Region Planning Commission, which led to a discussion of the board not renewing their membership with the Lakes Region Planning Commission and possibly joining the North Country Council instead.
We, again, were number 2 on a project that would fix line-of-sight issues and, I guess, establish a sidewalk as well outside the Armory. There was no kind of discussion. And we just found ourselves number 3, just out of the air. And that's a loss of, what is this, $4 million? It's almost serious enough to consider maybe reviewing our membership with Lakes Region Planning Commission, because we had a discussion with their executive director, and he was kind of dismissive about it. I'm very active with North Country Council, with their regional coordination commission. They seem to be benefiting our town more than Lakes Region Planning Commission. It might behoove us to maybe have a conversation with their executive director, but she's turning out to be a real good leader.
Is that a conversation that you want to have? Is that a conversation we want to delegate to Scott? Is that a conversation for Joseph?
Could we have it? Oh, yeah, and Joseph too? That'd be sweet.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Scott and Joe.
Get something set up.
Okay.
I think doing some exploration here makes sense.
For more information and to stay up to date on everything happening in Plymouth, be sure to visit the town website at www.plymouth-nh.org. You can also visit our YouTube channel, Pemmy Baker TV, to get full replays of all town meetings.